something that they were not good at early in the year. Remember how they were slow to start almost every match.
Here's Bastianelli again on that slide, popped up in the air by Anderson. Here's Granado with a crack at it. And it'll be Quaid going cross-court and in. Jacqueline Quaid, just a sophomore at 6'2", from Fort Wayne, Indiana, celebrating her 20th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jackie. How about that dig down the line by Claire Marie Anderson? She took a shot from Bastianelli.
Oh, and Hawaii, a little mix-up there on the second touch. So a free chance here for the Illini. Poulter goes outside. This is Beth Prince. And the 6'3" redshirt sophomore is able to score another one for the Illini.
One of the strengths of the Illini, two large pin hitters. Prince at 6'3" and Quaid at 6'2".
So Quaid to serve, 3 serving 4. Anderson handles the pass. Outside, it's Granado. That was a laser beam dug up by Brandy Donnelly, the senior libero. Prince from off the net is blocked. Donnelly plays it off. Prince again, the touch. Blocked back. Illini again on the attack. They go back row to Quaid. Finds the floor. And it's a point for Illinois. We are tied at 4.
Give that point to Brandy Donnelly, their libero. She dug up a couple of balls there, kept that rally alive, and allowed Quaid to finish.
Donnelly, the lone senior on this roster. This is an extremely youthful Illinois roster, which is scary for the rest of the Big Ten here in the oncoming seasons. Here's Maglio, launching a rocket right into the grill of Donnelly.
You talk about how young this Illini team is? 9 out of 15 are freshmen. Go figure, only one senior. It's a crazy young team.
1 senior, 3 juniors, the rest underclassmen. So Mags rotates out. It's Gianna Guinasso, one of the 6 seniors in this class for Hawaii with the serve. Bastianelli on the slide. This time gets it down. Hawaii had been defending it pretty well, but she sliced that angle and gets the point for the Illini. We're even Steven at 5 apiece. See what Bastianelli has done this year. All Big Ten selection. 3rd on the team in kills per set, hitting a fat 388 to lead the way.
The number 4 blocker in the country in blocks per set.
Bump set by Yosia off of one knee. Goes to Granado. Did she curl it in? No, just missed. The officiating crew here in this match, Margie Ray on top of the ladder, Bill Forrester down on the floor, Megan Triggs and Jason Schmidt, the 2 line judges. And it is 6 serving 5, Illinois. Bastianelli with the serve. Mckenna Granados, the pass, gets the set, the touch, tried to shove it by the block, nothing doing. Here's Prince from the outside. And those big pin hitters on the outside for Illinois, unfazed at all by whatever Hawaii's offering on the block on the opposite side.
Beth Prince is delivering some heat, some high heat over blocks. And at 6'3", she can do that.
Off of 2 knees, the pass by Claire Marie Anderson, and then the middle set to Natasha Burns, and she gets turned back. Tiana Omazik, 6'2" freshman from the state of Kansas, with the deal on Burns on that swing. And a 4-0 Illinois run, 8 serving 5. Danger zone here early for the Rainbow Wahine. Overpass tight to the net, played off the ricochet. Outside it goes to Prince, punched up in the air by Kelsh. And nothing doing on the second touch for Hawaii. The run continues here for the Illinois Fighting Illini. It is 9 serving 5.
And Robin Amo up off the bench to encourage her players, see if they can get a side out on their own without her having to call a timeout.
Hawaii trying to get out of this rotation. Yosia goes backside, D set to Kendra Kelsh, and she is smothered. Omazik right next to Prince, with the rude welcoming, and a timeout taken by Robin Amos Santos. As the Illini have doubled up the Rainbow Wahine here early in set number 1.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Well, Hawaii got out to the 4-1 lead here in this opening set against Illinois, but the Illini have put put on a 9-1 run since then, including scoring on the last 6 straight. Most of those with Ali Bastianelli behind the service line. So Hawaii's turn to respond. Here's Granado. Did she get a touch? No touch. Point for Illinois. The run continues. What are you seeing right now on the Hawaii side of the net?
Well, that was an avoidance attack right there by Granado. She saw a big block up there, and she just tried to avoid it by going high hands and just missed getting a fingertip.
Hawaii now hitting in the negative numbers. Negative 0.77 here, the early part of this opening set. But Natasha Burns on the step out wasn't the most rhythmic connection for sure with Noreen Yosia, but it got the job done down the line to break up the run.
With some better passing by Hawaii, I think they can start running some plays like this and move that Illinois block around a little bit and stretch them pin to pin.
So here's Noreen Yosia, the team leader in aces. Sophomore setter, getting all Big West first team attention here this season, but she goes out on the serve. And those are the kinds of momentum turning pivotal moments that have hurt Hawaii at times this season, something they have cleaned up though here in recent weeks. Kendra Kelsh, nice looking swing there from the senior out of Huntington Beach, California.
And great set from Yosia too. Yosia on that last serve was very uncharacteristic for her to miss. She's a high percentage server. I think she was trying too hard to hit it down the line where the serving target was.
Hawaii having won 9 of its last 10 here coming in, including 6 sweeps. And another out serve as Granado goes into the twine. But it was partly Hawaii's play down the stretch, certainly a demonstrative win on the road to close the regular season at UC Irvine, but also with some of the teams they were able to beat in non-conference going deep into their conference seasons and playing well that bumped up the RPI just in the nick of time for the Rainbow Wahine. Free swing at the net there by Jacqueline Quaid. And birthday girl gets another point for Illinois.
Hawaii with some ball control issues right now. Passes off the net. So this pass is here. This is a little bit better. They can run a play at least.
Casey Castillo bounces it off of the floor.
And one of my keys was it's all about the serve for Hawaii as we see the swing by Castillo. The serving right now, Illinois with only 2 passers. Very unusual. Most teams pass with 3 or 4 people. See if Kakai can take advantage.
Middle set, that's Omazik dug up. And wise play there by the senior Kendra Kelsh, showing some savvy. Of course, she started her collegiate career as a setter before here in this her senior year, moving full-time over to the opposite position. But she has that in her bag, that little dump shot, and she goes off the block there.
Kakai right now picking on Morgan O'Brien.
Good dig there by Granado. Kelsh the dink. So back-to-back points and put downs for Kendra Kelsh.
Another thing, sometimes coaches' strategy will be against a large team is that do a lot of tip shots, make those big trees, fall over like timber, trying to get those tips, and we'll see if Hawaii utilizes that strategy.
Oh, the net kept it on the Hawaii side. So another service error for this Rainbow Wahine team. It's already 3 in this opening stanza. And the libero, Brandy Donnelly, out of Williamsville, Illinois. So an in-state talent with the serve, and we got a miss hit on the Hawaii side of the net. So another free point for the Illini.
You'll see her trying to force it a little bit too much to get it to Maglio. I like the fact she went to Maglio from way off the net, but just mishandled.
Why goes to Maglio. And when in doubt, go to your big gun, Emily Maglio. There was the question coming in, C-Mac, right? Rest versus rust. This is a Hawaii team that has been off an awful lot of time here since the close of the regular season.
They've only had 2 matches in 3 weeks. They had a bye before their last road trip. Then they played Davis and UCI, and then they had another bye. So it has been a little bit rusty, but they did get some good rest. We'll see which prevails today.
Outside, Quaid. She gets up there, doesn't she?
She really does. Do you think she's extra celebratory because it's her birthday, Kanoa? I'm not sure. She got a little bit extra hops today. Split block there. Notice that fast tempo set by Poulter really throws off the Hawaii's middle blockers. They better have their track shoes on today.
Yeah.
With this fast tempo Illinois offense.
Yeah, the velocity on that swing would have blown out the candles, I think, on any cake, as you see Maglio get another point for the Rainbow Wahine. So they are trading blows here at this middle portion of set number 1, but Hawaii's going to have to put together a rally in order to get back into the mix here. Only 5 kills on swing. She's hitting 833, but Jacqueline Quaid matching her 5 kills, hitting 571 on the Illini side. Back bump set goes down. Jackie Quaid, unstoppable.
She is just, she's made one error, I believe, in 8 swings, and she's got 6 kills, hitting 625. Quaid on the year, her percentage hits 249.
Served by Annika Giroux. It's going to be Yosia with the swing on the opposite side, something that Hawaii's been mixing in, bringing Faith Ma'afala onto the floor as the other setter, running more of a 6-2 type of attack, with Noreen Yosia taking swings on the opposite side.
Exactly, and that's a tall order for Yosia to go up against those big blockers.
Middle set, Maglio missed the court wide, no touch. Point for Illinois. First hitting error for Mags, and another timeout taken by Robin Amos Santos. Illinois hits the 20-point plateau in set 1. Welcome back. Jacqueline Quaid, outside hitter for Illinois, has been the story on their side of the net offensively. 6 kills on 8 swings, hit 625, Chris.
She's having a big night for sure, as is their team, hitting 400. Normally they hit like 278. They're 120 points above their normal kill percentage average for the season.
And they lead by 8, 20-12. Mckenna Granados with the swing, diving save off the ricochet by Donnelly, and Prince with the touch shot from the outside. Chance for Hawaii. They go middle to Maglio, and she pounds it home.
Great set from Ma'afala. Faith could see that Maglio was ready. She was calling for it, and she got it. Maglio's 6th kill in 8 tries. She's having a big night.
She is. Of all the sets that Faith Ma'afala executes, the middle might be her best.
Yeah, she really has a history of connecting well with her middles.
Here's Gianna Guanasso with the serve. A shank on the opening pass. Good job tracking it down, though, by Caroline Welsh. Free chance here for Hawaii. Ma'afala goes backside to Yosia. Diving save in the back row, and another free chance coming for the Rainbow Wahine. Middle set, Burns off the block and down. Point for Hawaii. They're within a half dozen.
Once again, Ma'afala connecting with the middle. Burns up quickly, taps it down, going up against the best blocker in the country last year, number 4 blocker this year in Bastianelli.
Burns, who has taken over that middle hitter position opposite Emily Maglio. Here's Bastianelli on the slide. She was able to rattle it down. And that is Bastianelli's 2nd kill on 6 swings. One of 5 Big Ten players with 500 career blocks and 500 career kills to this point. Bastianelli, just a junior, mind you. Middle set, Burns took a little paintbrush swipe at it, but it found its way down.
Faith Ma'afala, absolutely fearless when it comes to setting the middle. She can be on the 3-meter line and she'll fire it up there if the middle hitter's going and yelling for it. She'll get it to her.
Burns making her 11th start now for Hawaii this season. Averaging 1.65 kills per set, hitting 355. Has gotten hot here in the latter stages of the year. Bump set, Kahakai goes right side to Kelsh. Chance now for the Illini. The dump shot by Poulter, pinballed around, but they're going to say that it touched the floor. Confusion among the Rainbow Wahine. They thought that they had worked it back up and were going to send it back over the net. But not the case. Let's check out the replay.
Ooh, that looks like it comes off her top of her palm.
Yeah, that's Claire Marie Anderson trying to make that save. It was awfully close.
Yeah, hit a lot of floor, too.
Here's Burns on the slide. 2-handed in the air by Giroux. That one hit the scoreboard, and Illinois unable to return it. So the surroundings working to the advantage on that occasion for Hawaii. Largest lead for Illinois was at 8 when it was 20-12.
Once again, a two-person passing system here. I think that Granados is going to do the best she can to keep the ball away from Brandy Donnelly in the number 3 in the dark uniform, libero.
She does. Right side set is put down by Prince. And that'll be a Hawaii point as that one goes long. No touch up front. So 17 serving 22. Got to get these serves in. Poulter goes backside. The block was up there for Castillo. Now outside it goes to Megan. Cooney blocked back. Chased down by Poulter. Free ball coming for Hawaii. They'll have options. Yosia goes outside. Castillo off the high hands. Illini on the attack. They go backside. Prince is blocked back. It's sent over to Hawaii. Kelsh with the swing. And a net violation called against the Illini. Point for the Rainbow Wahine, and they are back to within 4. Timeout taken by Illini coach Chris Thomas.
You know, it's interesting, Hawaii has yet to register a block. But you know what? They've been blocking quite well up front. During that rally, they probably had 3 of them. But you don't get credit for a block unless it goes down to the floor. But their blocking positions really were stifling that Illini offense that time.
A 3-0 Rainbow Wahine run, so they are back to within 4. Again, the largest lead for the Illini was at 20-12. But the Rainbow Wahine showing some of that grit, maybe shaking off some of the rust that we presume they may come into this building with here in this first round of the NCAA tournament.
I think you can add probably rust and nerves, put them together, and it could be an erratic start to the match. But clearly, if they finish this second set playing the way they are right now, at least to give them confidence going forward.
Check out the series record. Hawaii leading the all-time series 8-1. Last meeting coming in 2009. The lone win for Illinois actually came in Honolulu in the series, but it has been dominated by the Rainbow Wahine.
In case you just joined us, when the Illini were going on that run, that 9-1 run, and really built up a big lead, Hawaii was hitting 0-0-0. As many kills as they had errors. Now they've got 15 kills, more than the Illini, 15-12. And Hawaii's hitting 281 to Illinois' 321.
That was the question coming in. Would Hawaii deal well with the size and physicality of this Illinois squad? And got down by a fair amount. But out of the timeout, can they continue to chip away? Jump set goes outside to Prince. And Illinois restores order here in this opening set.
You know, give a lot of credit to Jordan Poulter. She gets her feet to the ball very well. She's 6'2" setter. She's got big hands, soft touch, great location, and sets with a really fast tempo, making it really tough on Hawaii's middle block.
Castillo, the big wind-up block back. You'll see off the ricochet, saves it. Castillo a second time, hit it long, no touch. And the Illini get to set point. So aloha ball here for the Illini. Here's Kelsh with the touch shot. Diving save Donnelly. Quaid with the hit. Right there is Savannah Kahakai. Libero for the Rainbow Wahine. Now Steele with the touch. Pancake save on the side of Illinois. By the setter Poulter. She goes backside. And the touch shot there is dug up from Megan Cooney. Outside Quaid again. Off the fingertips of the block and down. Point Illinois. And the Fighting Illini out of the Big Ten take the first set, 25-18. As Jacqueline Quaid goes for 7 kills, hitting .545. She has been the offensive story for Illinois. Welcome back to Alaska Airlines Arena on the campus of the University of Washington, where the Illinois Fighting Illini have struck first, taking set 1, 25-18 against the Rainbow Wahine in this NCAA tournament opening round match. While we have a break in the action, let's send it down to Lisa Strand-Ma'a. Lisa.
There was an interesting tweet today on Illini's Twitter site and they said cloudy with 0 chance of rainbows. Well, let's change that up. Rainbow Wahine, they got a little start in that game. Let's see how action goes in game number 2.
Yeah, what do you think about the weather forecast put on social media there by the Illinois Athletic Department as Jacqueline Quaid, well, she brought the storm offensively for the Illini in that opening set. 7 kills, hit 545.
Yeah, she hit 545, and on the year, she hits 300 points below that. She hits 245. So what a match she's having so far on her 20th birthday. We'll see if Hawaii can figure out a way to turn things around, slow her down somehow.
Hawaii serving first here in set 2. Backside set, that's Megan Cooney. And she strikes for the Illini. 6'4" freshman from Topeka, Kansas. You mentioned Chris Thomas referring to her as one of the steadier players on this team.
Yeah, she really is, and she's just made such great improvement this year, according to Chris Thomas.
Broke into the starting lineup in just the second week of the season and hasn't let go of it. Here's Quaid doing Jackie Quaid things here.
How about that set from Jordan Poulter from way deep in the court? Put it right on the money.
So kill number 8 for Quaid, 2 serving 0 in set 2. You'll see it goes middle. Emily Maglio off the block. Picked up by Donnelly. Middle set goes to Bastianelli. Right there is Yosia. So Kahakai sets up Kelsh, blocked back. Diving save Granado. Bump set outside Castillo, tight to the net. Little patty cake action. Castillo will get a swing at it. Doesn't go hard on it, so chance here for the Illini. Bastianelli in the middle is denied access by Emily Maglio.
And Hawaii gets their first block of the night. Rarely do they get shut out in an entire set of blocks, but in the first set tonight, they had no blocks at all.
And it's Emily Maglio who averages 1.5 blocks per set. It's good enough for 13th in the nation. Led the Big West Conference this year. Outside, Quaid. Right there is Faith Mafala to dig it up. Kahakai back bump sets Castillo from off the net, got under it. And a missed opportunity there for the Rainbow Wahine. Point, Illinois. The Illini coming into this match right in a bit of a hot streak as well. They won 3 straight to close the Big Ten season, including wins over then 7th-ranked Minnesota and Ohio State. And there's an ace delivered by the Illini.
And Ma'afala enters the game earlier than usual. Normally she comes in about midway through. She's in right now. And we got Yosia hitting on the left. Castillo hitting on the right now.
Ma'afala with the set middle to Maglio, dug up by Donnelly, and then dumped down by Poulter. Poulter at 6'2", has those go-go gadget arms, and she's able to attack when necessary.
She's 6'2", she gets way above the net. She taps that ball down. Hawaii knows that ball's coming. Even Kahakai, Hawaii's best digger, couldn't get to it.
Here's Maglio. Ain't nobody returning that one. A laser beam off of the palm of Mags. And with that, Mckenna Ross will enter the game. Ross has redefined herself as quite the utility player, if you will, for this Rainbow Wahine squad this season.
Came in as a defensive specialist and has turned into an outside hitter, and then back now to a defensive specialist and a serving acer.
Deals one out of the deck. Her 8th ace on the season.
First ace of the night, Hawaii.
Coach is talking about Mckenna Ross, saying in the last couple of weeks of practice, she has been a shining star. Tickles the tape. It goes off of the dome of Donnelly. And then a real swing for Quaid is returned back and then cracked down by Jordan Poulter. That was one of the more unique serve receptions you'll ever see. Check it out.
Goes off the tape, and here goes right off the neck of Brandy Donnelly. Haven't seen that this year. Passing from the neck.
An illustrious career for Brandy Donnelly, an incredible libero. That's probably a first in her career as well. Here's Granado. Reared back a little bit more than usual there, but sends it long. And Mckenna Granados right now. Chris, 0 kills, hitting negative .375.
She's a gamer now. She'll be back.
Quaid with the serve. Pass by Kahakai. Here's Granado. Gets her first kill of the night in emphatic fashion.
Did I tell you she'd be back?
Right on cue.
Great set from Ma'afala as well. Great location.
How important is it for Hawaii to get Mckenna Granados going here in this match?
It's very important. She's huge. It's, sometimes she'll hit 50% of Hawaii's balls just on her own.
Slide goes to Bastianelli. That's starting to work with more frequency here. Third kill for Ali Bastianelli.
Granados 1 and out. Normally she gets points for Hawaii, and I watched her serve this week, and even in warm-up, she looked really good. I figured she'd be getting some aces and going on some serving runs. Not yet.
So here is Bastianelli out of Marysville, Michigan. Throws it down the line. Granados handles the reception. Burns in the middle, and a net violation called against Illinois, so Hawaii will get the point. Yosia back to serve. Yosia was 4th in the Big West Conference in aces. Slide goes to Omazik, dug up by Noreen. So Kahakai, 2-hand sets Ross from the back row. Lofty hit is easily handled by Quaid. Outside it's Prince, roll shot drops. Another point for Illinois. So first it's Quaid, and then it's Beth Prince, 2 sophomores.
It's a great little roll shot. Very tough to defend that one.
They've combined for 12 kills already in this match. Yosia goes high and away to Kendra Kelsh, 2-handed in the air momentarily by Poulter, but nobody could scoop up the second hit.
Notice Poulter's getting a lot of action down the line. Hawaii wants to feed as many balls to her as possible so she cannot set the second ball.
It's an interesting strategy there. And a serve into the net from Mckenna Granados, 4th service error for the Rainbow Wahine. What does that do? You talk about Hawaii targeting Poulter, whether it's on touch shots or, as we saw moments ago from Kelsh, on a full swing. What does that do potentially for the Illinois offense?
Well, it really changes it a lot.
As Kelsh gets blocked back, Omazik in on another one.
It means that the Illini offense has got to, in transition, probably do more bump setting. Somebody besides Poulter's having to touch the ball, and they're not going to be as good as Poulter, I'll tell you that.
Set cross court goes to Castillo, curled it in.
Casey has an interesting way of looping that one in. It's like a little rainbow shot to the corner. She has that what's called Area 5 back there, pretty wired. That's like her own territory.
Well, that one had some filthy action on it as it bent into that deep corner, and Savannah Kahakai with the serve now for Hawaii. Here's Quaid. Block was up. Quaid a second time, tried to push it down the line, covered by Granados. So Yosia goes outside. Castillo blocked and roofed. Omazik right next to Cooney. 6'2" and 6'4" respectively, turning Castillo back.
That's a big block. A good little net camp here. Good move to the outside. Swing block. Pushing it back into the court. Pretty good technique. Good footwork by the Illini there.
4th team block for the Illini compared to 1 for Hawaii. They block that one back as well. Roll shot by Kelsh. And a chance for the Illini. They go middle to Bastianelli. Solo stuff, courtesy Emily Maglio.
Eyeball to eyeball. All-American against All-American. Mags wins round 2. Their second block of the night. Parents drove down, I believe, from Canada to watch this match.
Here's Faith Ma'afala with the serve. Pass by Morgan O'Brien. Right side, it's Cooney providing the boom. And you see, having to get out of the way at the end of the Hawaii bench, Kalei Greeley, and this is just kind of a sad ending to her senior year, but Kalei, who has obviously fought injury after injury, particularly to the shoulder throughout her career, tearing her ACL in that regular season finale against UC Irvine.
Yeah, it was really tough. I saw you comparing surgery
Yes.
with her this morning at breakfast. So how many surgeries have you had on your body? And I think you're ahead, aren't you?
In the knees area, I'm definitely ahead. But
Yeah.
Calais,
There she
as you
is.
see, Calais Greeley, she has the shoulder surgeries. We are talking plural on her side. Here's Yosia taking a swing from the outside, blocked and roofed, and that is Poulter next to Bastianelli. Largest lead for Illinois in this second set. It is 15-8, and the Illini rolling against the Rainbow Wahine.
Okay, we're here courtside with Emily Maglio's parents who drove down from Canada. How was the trip, gang?
Oh, it was great.
It was a little rainy.
A little.
Lots of rainy.
How long did it take for you folks to get down?
Oh, 2.5 hours.
And how's it been so far?
How's what been so far?
The game, the trip, everything. They made the playoffs.
Oh, exciting. Super exciting.
Very
Emily's
exciting,
on
yes.
right now, so.
Very exciting.
Well, we're glad you guys made it. We love Emily. Back to Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Noreen Yosia getting the swing on the outside and missing wide down the line. Your thoughts on Noreen Yosia being utilized in this way by Robin Amos Santos?
Well, I think what Robin's trying to do probably is to keep the player in there who plays at, who has gone all the way around in high school, who has a great arm swing, who has had some success late in the season in playing all the way through the front row as an attacker and letting Ma'afala set. And it's also to give, I think, Ma'afala a chance to do some more setting from the back row. It kind of worked the last third of the season during the league, but a little bit different going up against a large team like Illinois.
And again, Hawaii providing a little self-sabotage after ending the 4-0 Illinois run. The outserve by Mckenna Ross.
Service error number 5.
So here is Annika Giroux, 5'8" sophomore from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, with the serve. Pass on the money. Ma'afala puts the set on the money, and Maglio hammers it. So Mags and Kahakai now to the bench, but here's another look at that one. A bullseye to Maglio for Ma'afala.
Maglio's going up against a really good blocker there, and Bastianelli, I don't think, has touched any of Maglio's hits yet, except for maybe one.
And also with the serve. Bump set goes cross court. A pretty good bump set. Prince is blocked back, though. Bastianelli keeps it alive. Prince a second time down the line. Dug up over the net by Ma'afala. Poulter goes back to Prince, and she obliges. Jordan Poulter, you talked about her hands. Her accuracy is incredible.
See how Burns got fooled there and jumped with Poulter, thinking that Poulter might dump the ball, and leaving a one-on-one on the outside for the attacker.
Timeout taken by Robin Amos Santos. Illinois up 8 in set 2.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back. Well, all Illinois once again here in set 2. They are up 18-10, hitting .333, matching the percentage of what they posted in set 1. Hawaii, meanwhile, hitting .043. That will be bettered slightly after that put down by Natasha Burns. But as advertised, that Illinois block, which led the Big Ten, and that's no easy task. They led the Big Ten in blocks per set. It has loomed literally and figuratively large so far in this match.
5 blocks already to Hawaii's 2.
Outside, it's Prince over the block and down.
And Prince at 6'3" is just a large outside hitter. Long arms, reaches high contact point. Tough to block her when she's in the groove.
Third year in the program for Prince. Redshirted her first year because of an injury in high school. And here she is going off the block. Great save to keep it in play there by Ross. Kelsh didn't get a lot on it. So it's Prince again. The touch shot sniffed out by Yosia. Back bump set Kahakai to Kendra Kelsh. Punched up in the air by Giroux. cross-court bump set goes to Prince. The dink is saved. Here's Mckenna Granados giving it a try. Poulter goes backside, and it's finally pummeled off the block and down by Megan Cooney. Now, there was a point in the middle of that rally where it looked like Poulter was sort of hopping on the ankle, may have possibly turned it, but quickly shook it off, and she is now back to serve. You'll see it going backside to Granado. And this Illinois block getting a piece of just about everything Hawaii has to offer. Omazik blocked back by Burns. It's still going to be returned. Free chance here for Hawaii. You'll see it. A Burns blocked. Rattled around. Kelsh two-hands it over. Where does Poulter go? Middle to Omazik. Dug up by Kahakai. Kelsh from the floor swings it to the deep corner. Poulter this time goes outside to Prince. Another kill for Prince. Another point for Illinois. And how about the two outside hitters for the Illini? Jackie Quaid with 8 kills. Beth Prince with 7 to lead the way.
15 of the Illini's 25 kills from the two outsides.
Slide goes to Burns. Off the block and down. That one just got down in front of the effort by Annika Giroux. But Hawaii has its work cut out for it here, down 12 serving 21 in set 2. Slide, Omazik, nobody home for the Rainbow Wahine.
You call her T. Omazik, high school All-American, Fab 50, 2-time All-State in Kansas. Has come in and had a very steep learning curve, says Coach Jason Mansfield. And she's answered the call night in and night out.
Layout save by Morgan O'Brien. Cooney layout save by Granado. Castillo. This has a knack sometimes for finding the open floor. It goes down the line that time. But Hawaii's going to need some kind of run here to get back into this second set.
That block well formed. Castillo doing a nice job of tooling it off the outside blocker's right hand. Something I think Hawaii's got to do a lot of. Can't hit into this block and try to power through. Got to try to go over or around it.
Jump set goes to Quaid. Good dig there by Granado. Maglio in the middle, punched up by Donnelly. Quaid again, this time from off the net. Advantage Hawaii here possibly. Kahakai goes to Castillo off the block and down. Another tool job there by Casey Castillo.
Still trying to go down the line, which I think is a smart shot here most of the time for Hawaii's left-siders.
Talked about the importance of the pin hitters for Hawaii in this match. Illinois' pin hitters have risen to the occasion. Casey Castillo showing some signs here in set 2.
Exactly.
Kahakai finds that end line. An ace for the senior. And a 3-0 run for the Rainbow Wahine. Still down by 7, but it's enough to get Chris Thomas to signal for a timeout.
So, Kahakai has been, the last 1/3 of the season, she went back to her jump floater, and I was really kind of surprised because I thought she was being successful with her jump serve. And she's been jump floating most of the time tonight, and all of a sudden she broke out that jump serve, and there you go. That spinner is giving the Illini trouble.
Got some of the Kahakai Ohana in the house here tonight at Alaska Airlines Arena as well. That's one of the good things about being sent to Seattle. Yes, it has happened frequently here in the last 8 years, 4th time, in fact, over the course of that stretch. But it is a nonstop flight, right, on a multitude of different airlines that you could use, different options there. And it makes it a little bit easier for some of the family members. Heck, we have the Maglios coming from north of the border, and a lot of the local families as well making the trip.
Yeah, it's fun to see them. In fact, when Hawaii passed, when their names were announced during the lineups, they all had these little NC2A volleyballs they threw to the crowd. And Hawaii threw all theirs to the Hawaii crowd, pretty much.
A little consolation.
There's the volleyballs. There's Mr. Maglio. He's got his own souvenir.
Hey, they're not going home empty-handed. You know what I mean? A little consolation prize for making the trip. Your thoughts on the draw initially? Because, as we mentioned, Hawaii was going to get in as an at-large because Cal Poly won the conference. The RPI rose high enough where there was a little more confidence in that last week and a half of the season that they would get a bid. But, you know, it's always good to see it officially occur. And when you saw this Rainbow Wahine team in this bracket and receive this draw, what were your initial impressions?
I thought it was really good. First of all, being on the West Coast was good. Second of all, not having to play the number 2 ranked Minnesota team like they did last year in the second round. I thought that the matchup with last year with SC and Illinois this year was pretty was fair. But Illinois is really playing hot right now.
Omazik dug up by Kahakai. Here's Castillo. Full swing down the line, but wide. And a point for Illinois. Hawaii needed that one. It was a good swing by Castillo. Just off the mark. Hawaii hitting 108 in this second set. Illinois hitting 312. And it is Brandy Donnelly, the senior libero, with the serve. Maglio. And that goes long.
Ooh, that looked good.
Awfully close, at least from our vantage point. But it's a point nonetheless for Illinois, and it is Aloha ball once again here in set 2 for the Illini. Late serve. Backside, it's Kelsh. Touch shot. Sniffed out by Cooney. Quaid with the swing. Off the shoulder of Kahakai. Free ball coming here for the Illini. Looking to end it in set 2. Quaid off the fingertips of the block. Right there's Granado. Back bump set Kahakai to Castillo. Cross court. And down.
What a back blind bump set by Kahakai after the dig by Granado. That was a good rally for Hawaii, finishing the play right there.
Faith Ma'afala back on to serve. It remains Aloha ball. In set 2 here for Illinois. Quaid, the dink. Ma'afala came swooping in. It goes off the net, sent over by Kahakai. Right side, Cooney is stuffed. Castillo and Maglio saying, "Aole."
Solid block. Castillo going up. Watch this net cam. Good shot of her going up. Maglio a little late to get there. That's because Poulter's speed of her sets, the tempo is so fast. The middle blockers have trouble getting to the outside and closing.
Yeah, that was all Casey Castillo right there. Serve tickles the net. Quaid from off the net. Ma'afala the dig. So you'll see it goes middle to Maglio, blocked back. Ma'afala clears space and then sets up Castillo. Cross court angle dug up by Donnelly. Here's Quaid again. Right there is Granado protecting the back line. Castillo again down the line. Punched up in the air by Poulter. Quaid blocked back. Donnelly keeps it going. Right side, this is Cooney off the block and down. And Illinois wins a long sequence and closes the book on set number 2. So the Illini go up 2-0 on the Rainbow Wahine in this opening round matchup of the NCAA tournament. And they'll have a chance to crack open the broom closet here in Seattle. All right, time now for the McDonald's match statistics. Tells the story pretty simply there, C-Mac.
Yeah, notice the kills are the same for both teams, but look at Hawaii's errors. 15 of them, Illinois only 6. And the service aces there, as you see that, Hawaii with 2 and 5 errors, Illinois with 1 ace and no errors. Well, the hitting percentages are also interesting. Hawaii hitting about 100 points below their season average, Illinois hitting right at their season average.
Hawaii had won 13 straight sets to close the season. They have now lost 2 in a row here to start this match against Illinois. And how about the start of set 3? Brandy Donnelly with the service ace. Played just 85 sets coming into this match. Missed most of October, in fact. 7 matches overall with an injury. As another mishandle on the service receive for Hawaii winds up as a Megan Cooney blasty blast. 2-0 Illinois.
Well, Donnelly really working on Castillo as much as she can, but Granado steals the pass.
Castillo blocked back. Hawaii's got to find someone who can help them get rolling, particularly on the outside. It's Maglio in the middle. She's blocked back. You'll see her working it to Castillo. Little patty cake action. Chance now for the Illini. Cooney. Great up by Kahakai. Castillo tried to push it past the block. Saved by Poulter. Bump set goes to Quaid. Diving save Kahakai. You'll see able to center it. Free chance here for the Illini. Poulter goes on the slide to Bastianelli. Blocked back. The touch shot by Cooney, but it is a net violation against Hawaii and a point for Illinois. After all of that, it's still 3-0 lineup.
I think Maglio might have caught the net. Not sure. It could have been Castillo. I think it was Maglio, I think. Ross coming in for Castillo.
Here's Maglio in the middle. Illini digging up everything here at the start of set 3. You'll see it goes to Mags again. Harder swing results in a point.
A smart set by Yosia to keep feeding Mags. You know, she and Natasha Burns have been hitting for the highest percentage and producing the most kills despite not getting that many attempts.
So Hawaii desperately seeking an answer, looking for production on the outside. See if Mckenna Ross can provide some of that. Overpass after the serve by Ma'afala. Here's Ross. First swing, blocked and roofed. On the outside, it was Cooney right next to Bastianelli, and that door was shut. Wow.
Big block.
That's a lot of coverage.
That's being in a very dark closet. Nowhere to go.
That was Eclipse-like. It is 4-1. Ma'afala sets middle to Maglio. How about the spot where Ma'afala was standing, still able to put that middle set on the money?
That's what Ma'afala does best. She's fearless. She's surprising. She's accurate. And she's a great positive spirit whenever she's out there.
A junior transfer from Southern Utah out of Kamehameha Kapalama. Red-shirted last year, now in the mix. Here's Quaid. Blocked and then put down by Emily Maglio. Another sign of the development of Mags. She gets a piece on the block and then has the presence of mind to go right back up there and get the put down.
I think that's where her beach volleyball in the offseason has really helped her.
Well, she was an all Big West Conference first team selection. She's been able to do that a multitude of times in her career. Here's Granado. Gets it down. Just the second kill of the evening for Mckenna Granados.
And as Lisa Strand-Ma'a said, she'd love to see Granado get hot, and I'm sure that all Rainbow Wahine fans would love to see Granado get hot. Because when she gets going, she's tough to stop.
So 4 serving 4. High toss from Ross. Sends it long.
That time Ross did not have a good toss. She had to chase after it and just try to keep the ball in play, and caught it a little bit hard.
6th service error for the Rainbow Wahine compared to 0 for Illinois. And Quaid will send it over. There's error number 1.
Right on cue. You called it.
The jinx from the play-by-play announcer strikes again.
So Quaid, the birthday girl, who leads everyone with kills tonight with 8, finally takes off her Superwoman cape and shows she's human.
Good serve there by Granados. Quaid from the back row, dug up by Ross. Ma'afala surveys the floor and then goes middle to Burns.
A touch on the block.
And they're going to say that Illinois caught a piece of it. It is a point for Hawaii.
I thought that was a good call. I thought there was a touch right there.
Yeah, that looked like Jordan
Coulter
got a fingertip on it. So Hawaii in front, 6 serving 5, trying to turn things around in this match. And that'll help. Baby G deals an ace.
She was overdue. She's been serving so well this last half of the season. And as I said earlier, served well in practice yesterday and in the warm-ups today. I loved her serve. A lot of velocity, a lot of good accuracy.
You mentioned she has yet to pull off one of her patented service runs. Hawaii hoping they can put one together with her at the service line right now. Here's Yosia. Blocked and roofed. Bastianelli in the middle of the action once again.
Broken play here. Yosia just trying to get the ball over. Instead, she can't get it quite over that large block.
So here's Bastianelli, was the 10th ranked recruit in the nation according to PrepVolleyball.com out of Marysville High School. Granado gets another kill. Good sign for Hawaii. If they are going to make a match of this. They're going to have to see that a little more frequently going forward.
Exactly. The block that time went all the way out to the antenna. Granado noticed that, did not choose to go down the line, instead cross court, and it was open.
You'll see it a serve. Perfect pass. Outside it goes to Prince, dug up by Kahakai, dumped over on the second touch by Kendra Kelsh. Caught Illinois off guard. Point for the Rainbow Wahine. They're up 3.
Kelsh picks up kill number 6. Wide open in that center of the court. Illinois in their perimeter defense.
That one just misses wide for Noreen Yosia. Yosia, by the way, entered tonight's match with just 7 assists short of 2,000 for her career. She's got 14, so she is now past the 2,000 assist milestone for the Rainbow Wahine in her career. Here's Prince, dug up by Yosia. Kahakai comes over, bump sets Granado. Net violation against Illinois. And Hawaii gets to double digits in set 3.
Chris Thomas on the Illinois bench, not looking too worried. So on the net cam, we'll see who netted. Like it might have been Prince that time.
Served by Granado. Outside, here's Prince. She has really worked that slicing angle cross court to her advantage. And another perfect set by Poulter.
Poulter again, it's fast to the outside. That time Burns got to the outside. They closed the block, forehands across, but Prince, as you say, is really good at cutting that ball away.
Here's Burns. Burns has put together a really solid night. 9 kills now on 12 swings. She's hitting .667, C-Mac.
Could be a career number for her. She's up early. She's up often. She gets high fives all around.
Served by Kahakai. Right side goes to Cooney. Kept alive by Kahakai. Middle set, Maglio. What a diving save in the back row by O'Brien. Nice little save there by Yosia as well. Now Ross goes off the block. Cooney blocked by Maglio. Poulter goes back to Cooney. The touch shot. Diving save. Kahakai may have gotten it. Ross from off the net. Pretty good effort there. Chance for the Illini. Outside it goes to Quaid. Past the diving Granado.
And Granado's wanting the up official, Margie Ray, to overrule, calling that an out ball.
And again, that block not able to fully form.
Exactly.
You have talked about the speed by which Jordan Poulter delivers those outside sets. Being a problem so far for Hawaii. You'll see it goes backside. Mags from the opposite position. And another net violation against Illinois. So some self-inflicted wounds here in set 3 as the Rainbow Wahine have put together a 3-point advantage.
Well, the Illini, as big as they are unafraid to penetrate over the net. And sometimes they'll get their forearm caught on the cable. And that's what's happening right now. Bill Forrester, the ref, has caught them several times.
So here is Faith Ma'afala once again to serve. 12 serving 9 in set 3. Hawaii trailing this opening round match 2-0. Quaid down the line and wide. No touch up front. And it's a 4-point advantage for Hawaii. Timeout taken by Illinois head coach Chris Thomas. We'll take a break as well. Some noise from the Hawaii faithful. Welcome back. For the latest information on UH Athletics, go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and more. Also visit UH's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube sites to follow your favorite teams and get current fan promotions. A good look at Savannah Kahakai. She has put together a 9-dig match so far as the libero for Hawaii. Entered the match needing 13 to reach second place on the career digs list for the Rainbow Wahine as Noreen Yosia puts up the wall.
Puts up the wall. She hit that overpass and almost took the head off of a Illinois defender right there. Good serve by Faith Ma'afala to cause that overpass.
So 14 serving 9. Here's Quaid going cross court and in. So Quaid going back to work. 10th kill for her.
Ball gets to the outside again quickly. Block for Hawaii, not quite closing in time.
Follow backside to Ross.
Off the bench and clapping and cheering, and a big smile from Coach Amo Santos.
Just some better energy here in this third set, most certainly for Hawaii. And they lead by a handful. Ross with the serve. Poulter goes slide to Bastianelli. Dug up by Mckenna Ross. You'll see a high and away to Granado. Got it in.
The Hawaii felt faithful.
Some tea leaves in the house even here at Alaska Airlines Arena.
All of Hawaii's 6 senior parents in the house.
Ross with another serve. Donnelly the pass. Outside it's Quaid. Cross court and wide. And Hawaii has opened up its largest lead here of the match. 17-10 as Chris Thomas up out of his seat signals for another Illini timeout. The Rainbow Wahine trying to turn the tide here in the third. Oh, Robin Amos Santos seeing something different out of her team here in the third set. They are hitting .407 in set number 3 compared to 136 for the Illini.
Hawaii's offense has definitely woken up.
What else do you see them doing better here in the third?
The insertion of Mckenna Ross has been good. She's played some good defense. Got 5 digs already. And her jump serve normally causes problems. That serve just a little bit too easy though.
Yeah, Poulter able to punch it down on that second contact. Poulter's really good. 11 double-doubles this season, 21 in her career. 8th on the all-time Illinois career assists list. And just a junior as Mckenna Granados strikes again.
Oh, I love that shot by Mckenna Granado. Broken play, errant pass by Ross, nice bump set by Ma'afala. And then Granado goes up knowing there's no blockers up there, and she just ripped away. I love the aggressive swing.
Now in positive numbers percentage-wise, hitting 176. She was down in the doldrums for a while, has worked her way back. 11 for Illinois. 18 for Hawaii. A good dig there by Ma'afala. So Ross sets up Granado. How about that scoop by Donnelly? Prince. Right there is Ma'afala again. So you'll see it goes back row, nobody home. Prince from off the net. Got under it, sends it long. Another point for the Rainbow Wahine. They're up 8.
What a switcheroo.
I mean, this set is unrecognizable compared to what we saw through the first 2.
Is this Jekyll and Hyde we're watching here?
On both sides.
Yeah. Great serve by Granasso.
Granado unable to put down the overpass. Gets the back set though from off the net. Donnelly plays it. Poulter tried to catch Hawaii napping, nothing doing. Outside's Granado off of one leg. Great save by Giroux. Prince the roll shot. Dug up by Natasha Burns. Yosia pushes it down the line. Waved at by Donnelly, but to no avail. Point Rainbow Wahine. It is 20, serving 11 in set 3.
Smart play by Yosia there to not try to attack that ball, just to push it deep in the court. There's a set by Ma'afala, just to push it deep and cause problems back there, rotational problems, and it worked.
So a couple kills for Noreen Yosia. Granasso with the serve.
Another good serve by Granasso, forcing a bad pass.
Roll shot by Prince. You'll see unable to put the dump shot down, and then a joust at the net. Who won that battle? It's a Hawaii point. Last touched by the Illini.
Who would have thought after getting pretty much beat up the first 2 sets that Hawaii would be routing the Illini in the third set?
These do not look like the same 2 teams that we saw through the first 2 stanzas. Hawaii just trying to extend this match and avoid a sweep. Here's Prince on the outside, off the block. Picked up by Ma'afala. Granasso, back bump sets Granado. Off the block, right there's Ma'afala. So you'll see a surveys, goes to Burns in the middle, didn't get all of it. Diving save Giroux. Put over on the second contact by Poulter. And then it's Burns. Feeling the burn. 10 kills for Natasha.
She's having a career match. And she got that ball inside the fourth best blocker in the country. And the best blocker in the country last year, arguably.
You mentioned career. She's one off of her career high. Bastianelli on the step out. Goes down the line and in.
Well, I knew Granados would go on a run at some point in this match. I wasn't sure when. It would be nice if she had a run in the first two sets, but Illinois was just playing too well, but she did go on a nice run there.
It's just been a cleaner level of execution for Hawaii. Defensively, service receive, certainly serving from the line. And here's Bastianelli with the serve for Illinois. Middle set, Burns. Pinballed around. Prince will get a swing at it. And it's going to be a Hawaii point. That one didn't get above the tape. And now it's the Illini looking a tad bit rattled. As Hawaii is up 23-12 in this third set.
Believe it or not, these next few points I think are important for Hawaii to finish off in a strong fashion and not allow Illinois to get any sort of momentum back.
As Mazik got it in. Great execution on that slide play.
They call her T, just a freshman from Lenexa, Kansas. That was a great swing. She runs that slide really well. I watched it in warm-up, and she looked unstoppable.
Hitting 268 on the season. Hawaii struggling on that service receive. Here's Kelsh from off the net. And a net violation against Illinois. That puts Hawaii on 24. It is aloha ball in the third. The Rainbow Wahine didn't even reach 20 in either of the first two sets. And here they are trying to extend the match. Good serve by Granado. Mazik, wow, got a great contact on it. The dig by Granado. Here's Kelsh. And we'll play a fourth at the very least here in Seattle, Washington. Hawaii responds admirably after getting clobbered in each of the first two sets. Welcome back. Well, the Rainbow Wahine forge a response in set number 3, and we will play at least 4 here at Alaska Airlines Arena. Let's send it down to Lisa Strand. Lisa.
You know, this team has just come back, and I'll tell you what, they've created some new traditions. They did it here in this arena. They went into the tunnel, and they had a tunnel talk, and they came back out, and look where it got them. I'll tell you, this team might be starting slow, but they are ready to go here in Game 4. Back to you, Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Mckenna Granados was over in the first set. No kills, 2 errors on 7 swings, was hitting negative 286 after 1, but she awakened in set number 3. 6 kills on 12 attempts, hitting 500, 0 errors. That's a turnaround right there.
I think that's one of the things that Lisa said between games 2 and 3 that she would like to see happen to Hawaii, and that is Mckenna Granados could catch fire, the match could turn around.
Now the question becomes the adjustments on the Illinois side of the net, and can Hawaii maintain the intensity they displayed in set 3? Well, first crack by Megan Cooney would say that the Illini are poised to respond themselves.
We didn't see much from Cooney in that third set. She did just 2 kills in the third set.
You'll see goes middle to Kelsh, running that little cross play. Chance now for Hawaii. Little mix-up on the set there. So the Illini with the advantage. It's Donnelly, back bump setting Quaid. Blocked out a piece. You'll see looking middle to Mags. 13th kill of the night for Emily Maglio, hitting 407.
Hawaii's starting to win more of the extended rallies, and that's a good sign for the Rainbow Wahine.
Remember earlier in the season when you repeatedly said you would like to see Emily Maglio get more attempts in the middle? That was her 27th swing of the night. And an ace for Faith Ma'afala.
She's always been such a good server, and she saved the Rainbow Wahine. I believe at Cal State Northridge, when they had that 5-setter there, that she came in and just served some BBs.
And the reaction, the emotion that she brings. So valuable to the mood of this team. Here's Quaid on the outside. That was a bullet.
That was one tough shot. I'm pretty sure that was over the block.
How scary is this Illinois team looking ahead? Finished tied for 5th in the Big Ten Conference. They were preseason picked 9th, so they were able to outdo that expectation as Maglio gets another one down for Hawaii. But obviously the powers in the Big Ten, no secret, Penn State, Nebraska, but Illinois, we mentioned 9 freshmen, 4 sophomore, just 1 senior, the libero, Brandy Donnelly.
That's why they were picked for 9th, I think, because they were so young. Got to give a lot of credit to Chris Thomas and his staff for doing just an amazing job of bringing this team along. They're a team on the rise, won the last 3 matches of the season.
Beating 7th-ranked Minnesota in one of those as well. Here's Quay, big windup. It was blocked. In fact, it didn't get over the net. And so another point for Hawaii. And we're starting to see some chinks in the armor here for Illinois that certainly were not in any way discernible through the first 2 sets.
Showing that they're human.
4 serving 2. Here it comes from Ross. Pass by Donnelly on the money. Outside it's Quay. The touch shot. Right there was Ma'afala. So Yosia comes over. High bump set to Granado. And Illinois will not return it. Another kill for Mckenna Granados.
7 kills in her last 13 swings and no errors.
Her production so important, averaging 3.9 kills per set coming in, was 4th in the Big West Conference in that category, but it has been up and down, frankly, hitting just 217 overall for the season. But when she is hot, she is blazing hot.
Yeah, she makes a huge difference to Hawaii's offense, that's for sure.
A long pause here in between serves. Mckenna Ross just working the volleyball. Takes about 30 more dribbles before getting into this jump serve. Gets it in. Poulter goes slide to Bastianelli. Dug up over the net. Hawaii now in control. Here's Granado. Blocked. Kept alive by Maglio. So Ma'afala clears the way. Granado gets another kill for Hawaii.
And the energy in this gym is changing, have you noticed? A lot of Hawaii fans, I think Washington fans that have wandered into this arena early for the Washington match I think they're Hawaii fans. What do you think?
I'm with you. I've seen a few people wearing purple that are applauding this comeback from the Rainbow Wahine for whatever reason. A 4-0 Hawaii run, and the block gets a piece again. Middle set, Maglio, nothing doing. Bastianelli getting a little bit of vengeance on her counterpart in the middle.
Great block by Bastianelli. I think Ma'afala pretty much gave that one away too early. Bastianelli knew it was going to Maglio, and she just lit her up.
So 3 serving 6. Momentum so important in this game of collegiate volleyball. And how about that? A fist pump.
You don't see that side set dump from a back row setter that often. Maybe once in a match you'll see it, but Ma'afala just pulled it off there. That's not in any scouting report, I'll tell you that.
What did Chris Berman often say about Faith Ma'afala's uncle, Chris Fuamatu Ma'afala, the former NFL running back? He is a bad Ma'afala. We're seeing Faith doing some of that here on the volleyball court. Natasha Burns unable to put that one down. It was right for the picking.
Oh, she had a couple chances to swing there. A rare error from Natasha, only her 2nd of the night.
4 serving 7. And Ali Bastianelli. Mom Joan played volleyball and basketball at Northwood University. Dad Greg played hoops at that program as well. Out serve. And it's a Hawaii point. Just the 2nd service error of this match for Illinois. They were perfect through the first 2 sets in that category. Here's Yosia. Great pass by Quaid. Outside, it's Prince, dug up by Yosia. Bump set Kahakai to Kelsh with a double block up. Got got the touch, got the point. Hawaii by a handful.
And that's Hawaii's attackers now starting to use the outside blocker's hands of Illinois rather than attacking at the block. Watch this down the line shot. Got a little left hand there. Got the point.
9 kills for Kendra Kelsh, hitting .280. That serve got a piece. Back row set to Quaid. She goes kaboom.
She's done that a couple times tonight and been very effective on both. I can see her playing opposite in the future, attacking out of the back row for 3 rotations.
That's her 39th attempt. She has 12 kills. There's Burns in the middle. The connection between Noreen Yosia and Natasha Burns, sophomore to sophomore, puts Hawaii back up by 5. And Burns matching a career high with 11 kills, hitting .529. Backside. Great save by Kahakai. Give the kill to Prince.
Once again, what a great set from Poulter. She manages to create a tempo that's just fast enough to throw off the other team's middle blockers, but slow enough for hitters to have a good swing at the ball.
Illinois making its 24th appearance in the NCAA tournament, 8th in the last 10 years. Scramble play by Hawaii. Can they forge a return? They do. Oh, the pass tight to the net. One hand set by Poulter, smacked over by Omazik. Chance for Hawaii. It's Kelsh. Good up by Donnelly. Outside, Quaid against the double block. Ross scoops it up. Ross gets the set from Yosia, goes high hands. Kept in play by O'Brien. Cooney from the opposite position right there is Kelsh. Granado from the back row. Was there a touch? No touch. Point for the Illini.
I like the aggressive swing. She knew there'd be no block up. Just barely missed it. That's tough coming across your body like that when the ball's set from the left side.
This is feeling like a tournament match now.
Yeah, it really is.
Some high-quality volleyball being played on either side as Mckenna Ross finds a seam in that Illinois block. You're just joining us, the Rainbow Wahine here in this opening round NCAA tournament match against Illinois here at Alaska Airlines Arena. Lost 25-18 and 17 in the first 2 sets. It was dominated by the Illini. But turning things around in set 3, 25-13. Here we are in the 4th, 11-7. Rainbow Wahine. Here's Quaid against the double block. Two-handed in the air by Granado. Middle set, Maglio. No touch. Goes long. Hawaii wanted the touch. But it's another point for Illinois.
Good exchange that time. Good defense on both sides. You'll see a smart to keep feeding Maglio.
4th hitting error for Mags. She has 14 kills, hitting .323. You'll see it. Pops it high and away to Ross. Blocked in roof. That was demonstrative. Bastianelli getting the gist of that one.
That set just a little wide for Ross, and that block had a long time to form. Well done by the Illini block.
9 blocks for Illinois compared to 3 for Hawaii. Here's Ross. That time pulls the string. Saved by Poulter. So back bump set goes to Quaid. Protecting the back line was Granado. Here's Kelsh from off the net. There's Poulter again with the save. Quaid didn't get it above the tape. And a point for Hawaii. And that's exactly what you were talking about, C-Mac. Trying to, at the very least, if you have to touch it over, force Jordan Poulter to make the first contact.
They're an entirely different team offensively if Poulter's not setting the ball. And that strategy, I think, is coming into play a lot in these last 2 sets. Poulter's had to dig a lot of balls, but not set as many in transition.
12 serving 9 into the net from Ma'afala. Hawaii making its 36th appearance in the NCAA tournament. 25th straight. There was some concern at the mid-portion of the regular season that maybe they would miss out on the field for just the 2nd time since the inception of the NCAA tournament. The only time they didn't make it was the injury-plagued 1992 season. Quaid goes high hands. Good save, Granado. You'll see a cross court to Ross. A hammer from Mckenna Ross.
Oh, my goodness. Go figure. Mckenna Ross, I think, coming into the night was figuring that she would be playing a lot of back row, maybe serving a couple times, but digging a lot of balls. Instead, she's getting a lot of front row duty and making the most of it.
Yeah, and members of the coaching staff saying, hey, look, Mckenna Ross has been lighting it up in practice lately as that one goes into the net. A couple of costly service errors, though, for Hawaii from a momentum standpoint.
Hawaii with 9 service errors so far. A lot of that's because they're trying to be aggressive and force Illinois into bad passing situations, but it comes a certain point when you've got the momentum, you got to sometimes just back off just a little bit to make sure you keep the ball in play, make the other team earn their side out.
Backside set, Yosia from Ma'afala, unable to put it down. So Poulter from her knees sets up Prince on the outside. Save Ross up against the back line. Middle set, Maglio. Forget about it.
Another great set once again from Ma'afala, connecting well with the middles.
Well, we thought, I mean, there was no secret. Hawaii's strength is in the middle, particularly in the form of Emily Maglio. But look at Mags and Natasha Burns. They have combined for 26 kills here, Chris.
And they're getting a lot of sets.
And it's an ace for Gianna Guinasso.
No surprise.
As Hawaii gets to 15 first. Timeout on the floor. Some noise being made at Alaska Airlines Arena. It has been quite a swing here in this match. And Gianna Guinasso applying the exclamation point with that service ace to put Hawaii up 15-11. And out of the timeout, trying to see if there is any way the Rainbow Wahine can force a 5th set, which seemed so unlikely after the first 2 portions of this match. Bastianelli, block out a piece. Ma'afala sets outside to Granado, pushes it off the block. Diving save by Caroline Welsh. That was brilliant. Diving save by Ross, not so shabby either. Here's Granado, big crack at it. Illini go step out to Bastianelli. That may have been an out ball. Ma'afala tried to play it to no avail.
Yeah, I think it definitely was an out ball. Faith is kicking herself right now. Nice step out move though on the right side.
Bastianelli, 5 kills, 3 errors. She's hitting 100. This is a player who has put it down at a 388 clip all year long.
Yeah, this is not her normal game offensively at all. Defensively, she's been in on 5 of the 9 blocks, so that's par for the course. But offensively, not as effective tonight.
Bastianelli will serve. 12 serving 15. Ma'afala goes backside. It's Yosia, the touch shot, and it's returned. Ma'afala sets up Burns. And that is a new career high for Natasha Burns. 12 kills, and she's hitting above 500.
When was the last time that we got a score sheet that says, oh, let's see, where Hawaii's attack leaders. Let's see, Maglio's got 15. That's not unusual, but Burns has got 12. Go figure. Usually it's Granado or some of the other outside hitters who get a lot of sets, a lot of opportunities.
They've also combined for 52 attempts of the 2 Hawaii middles, as that one finds the deep corner by Tiana Omazik. High school All-American, was the 51st ranked senior prospect by PrepVolleyball.com, as Illinois just tries to stay within striking distance.
4 kills by Omazik, so we got 0 errors.
Granado, that was a bomb. Great dig by Donnelly. The touch shot by Prince. Pancake save, Yosia. It's returned. One hand set to Prince, the touch shot. There's Burns on the save. Here's Granado. Net violation, Illinois. Either way you slice it, point for the Rainbow Wahine. They're up by 4 here in the 4th set.
It's the 6th net violation by Illinois. They're, I think, becoming a little too aggressive at the net.
Alas, another service error for Hawaii. That puts them into double digits. The timing of some of these two, where Hawaii is on the verge, you perhaps feel of maybe making a run to really snatch control here in the 4th. But the out serve preventing that. Ross Look at Mckenna Ross.
And what a set from Yosia. Just fired it to the outside. Middle blocker late getting out, but Ross didn't need the split and block. She just went right down the line at Poulter.
18 serving 14. Kahakai. And that continues.
11 service errors. Kahakai's second of the night.
Robin Amos Santos, a look of dismay. Yet another service error for Hawaii. Maglio then gets roofed. Bastianelli with Quaid joining her on the block. So
what the Illini do so well is block. Here's going back. I like the way that Yosia repeats. She's called a repeat setter. She'll go right back to a hitter who has made a mistake and give them a chance to correct themselves immediately.
So Maglio with 16 kills, and Faith Ma'afala, who has served as a spark plug, to say the least, for this Hawaii team as the season has gone on. With the serve. Outside, Quaid, the big windup, blocked and returned out.
Cleo Baxter jumped off the bench that was screaming at Granados saying, get out of the way, that ball is out.
And a timeout taken by the Fighting Illini. It's the Rainbow Wahine that have been fighting their way back. Well, Chris McLaughlin, if you were told prior to tonight's match that Hawaii would be closing in to the home stretch of set number 4, they would be outblocked 10-3. They would have 11 service errors to 2 by the opposition. Would you think they stood any form of a chance?
No. Except that they've outdug Illinois 69-57.
Put up the block there. They're also now out-hitting Illinois for the match as Quaid goes off the block and out. Still some work to do here, though, for the Rainbow Wahine. They have a golden opportunity in front of them to try to force a decisive 5th set. Seemed so unlikely when the Rainbow Wahine lost the first 2 sets. Didn't even get to 20 in either of those first 2 stanzas. Here's Ross from the back row. Pretty decent effort there. Step out goes to Bastianelli off the block. Ma'afala goes middle to Maglio. Bastianelli. Ready, waiting.
A little bit too obvious. Balls run to Maglio every time there's 2 blockers up on 1 block, but 2.
18 serving 20. Illinois has closed it to within 2. Fala goes back to Maglio. One-hand diving save Donnelly. Free ball sent over. Again. And return. Kahakai this time looks for Yosia on the outside. Block and roof. That was a full effort by the Illini.
Going to give the Illini a lot of credit there. They stayed in that rally with some terrific digging, especially by Poulter. She is one good player who I think deserves national team consideration. Karch Kirai, you listening?
Well, she's logged several years of international experience with the junior national team. As Maglio hits it into the net, they're going to say that that was a block. Looked like it may have not gotten above the tape either way. It is a point for Illinois, and they have come all the way back. A 3-0 run. And this Rainbow Wahine team now closing in on having to put up or shut up here in this match.
I think one thing you might consider with Yosia on the left here, rather than having Yosia hit on the outside, maybe move Maglio out to the hit. She's really good left side here. Move her out to the left. Let Yosia run into the middle as a fake middle attacker. Just lob it out to Maglio on the outside. She can go over pretty much any block. That might be something to consider. The other player up front is Ross on the right side. She's facing a big block over there on her side as well. So an option to that might be Granado hitting out of the backhand, the pipe out of the back row.
Yeah, they've been focusing in on Maglio here, but as if Illinois outblocking Hawaii 12-3 isn't enough. How about the defense on this sequence? Diving save by Brandy Donnelly. And then what looked like a sure smackdown by Maglio, the scoop by Caroline Welsh. And then the block finished things on the Noreen Yosia swing. It's those kinds of plays that can turn a set, certainly turn a match. If you're in this type of predicament here, Illinois 5 points away from advancing in the tournament. Hawaii 5 points away from forcing a decisive fifth set. So it is on the line right now here at Alaska Airlines Arena.
Got to give credit to both teams for really battling hard. The digging has really been pretty terrific tonight. I think it's been, in many ways, the highlight of this match is the way these two teams are playing defense, unafraid to give their bodies up.
Savannah Kahakai, if you're wondering, 11 digs on the night. Currently third on the UH career list, entered the match 13 away from tying Liz Kaihui in second place. That's neither here nor there. Here comes the serve by Welsh. 20 all in the fourth. Ross laying the smackdown.
Of all people, a defensive specialist, Ross, coming up with the biggest kill of the night, maybe, giving Hawaii the 1 point lead.
And even she was impressed by her own effort. Could not hold in a smile. 5 kills on the night for Mckenna Ross. Coulter goes outside. Quaid off the block. Right there is Kahakai. Ma'afala outside. It's Granado!
Granado stayed hot. She got hot in the third set, has stayed hot in the fourth, and is a big reason why Hawaii is where they are right now, 3 points away from going to a fifth set.
And Hawaii going to the outside twice there with Maglio drawing so much attention in the middle. Served by Ross. Outside, it's Quaid. Dug up only momentarily by Ross. Little chin music as Quaid served up a smoker.
And Quaid has been so good tonight. Her 14th kill on 50 swings now.
You're going to earn that extra scoop of ice cream on her birthday here. Celebrating her 20th birthday today. And that one was ill-fated for Hawaii as Yosia didn't have an angle on it. And Illinois has tied it up again. What a fourth set we are witnessing here with so much on the line. And it's an ace. An ace by Annika Giroux. Point Illinois, they're up 23-22. Timeout, Robin Amos Santos.
Drew's got, she's a good server for them. She got 17 aces on the year.
Yeah, was third on the team coming in.
Yeah, so no surprise that she would pick up an ace somewhere.
All right, so what's the discussion here in the Hawaii huddle, C-Mac? What do they come out with needing a point more than anything right now?
That's a great question. I think the first thing that Hawaii, I'm sure, is talking about in the huddle right now is first contact. Just get a good pass up so there's some options for Yosia. And after that, my guess is that if an outside hitter gets the set, they're going to try to go down the line, try to utilize the outside hands of the block. And if the middle gets the set, they've been pretty effective. They're both hitting over 300 tonight, I believe. Maglio hitting 231. Sorry, she just dropped because of those last errors. But Burns tonight hitting 526. So the middles for Hawaii have been very effective. I don't think they'll have an attack out of the back row, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mckenna Granados, if she's in the back row now, were to pick up, an attack offering.
More than anything, Hawaii needs a good pass, a good first contact here coming out the huddle.
Exactly.
That has, at times, been a bit shaky here tonight for the Rainbow Wahine. Let's check in with Lisa Strand. Lisa.
During the timeout, the coaching staff working so hard, but really just trying to slow things down. Talking about getting that first contact, and Robin Amos Santos saying, hey, let's push it out. They're stacking on Emily Maglio. She's in the front row. They've got 2 blockers on her. Let's push the ball out to Granado. Back to you guys.
Only win in this series between these two programs for Illinois came in 1992. Remember, the only season that Hawaii did not make the NCAA tournament, injury plagued. It was a game that was played in Honolulu, Illinois, trying to add to that. A 23-22 out of the timeout. Outside it goes to Granado. Off the block and down. And Mckenna Granados delivers in the most clutch of situations.
12 kills for Granado in 32 swings. She's gone from hitting 0-0-0 night to hitting 250. What a comeback by Mckenna.
Also double-double performance, 18 digs. Her 11th double-double this season. And some time being taken to wipe perspiration off of the floor. Gianna Guanasso waits for the signal to serve. Gotta get this in.
A close pass. Watch for Poulter to dump the ball. I'm sure Hawaii's aware of that. Poulter in the front row.
Maglio on the sideline at the moment. Outside it goes to Prince off the block. There's Malfala. So Yosia goes high and away to Granado. Does it again.
She is hot, hot, hot right now.
Timeout, Illinois. Aloha ball in the fourth for the Rainbow Wahine.
Go figure.
What a turnaround we have seen from a Hawaii team that didn't look like they had it in the first two sets.
Once again, Hawaii's loving to go down the line now. If they're not going to hit the ball in the court, they're going to at least tool the outside blocker's hands. I think that's been good strategy in sets 3 and 4 so far.
So again, we return to the debate. Rust versus rest. Hawaii, as you mentioned, only 2 matches in the last 3 weeks. Had a bye before their final 2 matches of the regular season. A bye after that, effectively until Selection Sunday came around. And so was that merely an example of Hawaii having to shake off some of the rust?
I think it was a combination of Illinois really playing some good volleyball the first 2 sets. I mean, they were just unconscious, hitting some gaudy numbers. And a combination. Hawaii just playing a little funky, not out of system a lot, not passing really well. And just, like you said, maybe some rust off there that needed to be knocked off. But I think more of it, as we see Dave Matlin right there, and Noble Santos, Robin Amo Santos' husband there on the right.
Yeah, Noble not making any friends around here. He's wearing a Philadelphia Eagles jersey, and of course the Eagles in town to play the Seahawks in a huge NFL showdown on Sunday. Of course, as you mentioned, David Matlin there, but yeah, Noble is looking for tickets. Anybody out there? Gianna Guanasso to serve. This Alaska Airlines Arena crowd's been into it. They quiet for the moment. A good serve. Prince will take a swing at it. And she gets the point. That was amazing.
Swing. Wow.
How about the set by Caroline Welsh?
And back bump set all the way across court. This is a difficult play. Hawaii's block up, but somehow or another, Prince goes inside. Give them a lot of credit. That was a great play.
So Bastianelli will serve. We're tied at 24. Tickles the tape. Pass by Granado. Set goes to Mckenna. And she does it once more.
Second chance at set point.
Aloha ball in the fourth. Hawaii trying to force a decisive fifth. Coming back from down 0-2 in the match in this opening round. Matchup between Hawaii and Illinois in the NCAA tournament. Prince, dug up by Kahakai. Outside, it's Granado from off the net. Got the piece, gets the point. We are playing a fifth in Seattle.
Unbelievable. What a comeback. Manoa Roofing Company in the house.
It looked dim, just like the weather outside, but all of a sudden, Hawaii shining. It seems crazy to to think that we are headed to a fifth, but that's exactly what is happening, and in large part because of just how lava hot Mckenna Granados has become through sets 3 and 4. Let's send it down to Lisa Strand-Ma'a.
Speaking about how hot Mckenna Granados is, we're here with her parents, Noelle and Steve, and they have brought a whole entourage with them to Seattle. Who's here with you guys tonight?
That's right. Most of my whole family's up here. Mckenna's grandfather, our 3 aunties, their whole gang, they're all up there. They got signs.
My family from Portland's here, and my parents flew up from Hawaii with us.
So how happy are you guys that this is going to a fifth?
I'm happy, I'm stressed.
I'm happy. We like 5-set games. We got this.
Yeah, did you guys teach her this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Back up to Canilla.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Mckenna Granados through 2 sets had 1 kill, was hitting -181. She has 14 kills in sets 3 and 4 combined, and in that 4th set, Chris, she put down 8 and hit 583.
Crazy number.
What a turnaround for Mckenna Granados. So we go to a fifth. You throw all of the statistics, you throw everything that's happened in the previous 4 sets out the window. What are we looking at here?
Looking at important to get off to an early start in 5th set.
Outside as Mckenna Ross blocked back. You'll see it from her knees, sets up Ross, blocked. There's Maglio. Bump set from Kahakai to Ross, took something off. Chance now for Illinois. Back bump set, goes to Quaid, blocked. Donnelly keeps it alive. Quaid a second time, blocked, punched over by Mags. Right side, it goes to Cooney. Off the block and out. So Illinois strikes first in the 5th.
A couple of good swings on the outside by Quaid. Once again, Quaid's just had such an incredible match.
Maglio off the block and down.
Once again, 2 blockers up on Mags, but she was up for the challenge that time. Once again, Hawaii with a little bit of a small blocking lineup up there. Ross at 5'10" up front, along with Yosio, 5'10", to go along with the 6'3" Maglio.
Backside. Cooney is dug up by Granados. Here's Ross off the block and out. Point for Hawaii. Another shining light for the Rainbow Wahine here tonight has been the play of Mckenna Ross.
The defensive serving specialist turned offensive machine. 6 kills now.
Jump set outside, goes to Quaid, blocked. Oh, but it just misses the floor wide. Looked for a moment as though it would be a stuff for the Rainbow Wahine. Instead, we're tied at 2.
You'll see a look back at Robin Monmouth Santos. I think she was going to say, challenge that, Robin. I think that was good.
The serve by Welsh. Here's Ross. Wow.
She continues to amaze. Once again, going down the line. Worst case scenario, she's going to catch a hand and tool that front row blocker.
So a little bit of time being taken to wipe some perspiration off the floor.
I wonder if Ross's sister Kayla, the Olympic gymnast who goes to UCLA, is watching right now. I think she is.
UCLA, that's where Cal Poly went.
That's right.
Taking on Denver in the opening round. Slide goes to Bastianelli, dug up by Ma'afala. Pancake, second touch by Yosia. It's returned. Slide, Bastianelli pummels it. And we're tied again at 3. This is the 7th 5-set match of the season for Illinois. They're 4-2. For Hawaii, this is the 9th 5-setter. They're 3-5 coming in.
So 2 teams that are used to doing this.
Bastianelli. See if that gets her going. She has been, at least by her standards, relatively quiet. Another save by Donnelly on the Granados swing. Prince is dug up over the net by Kahakai. Slide. Bastianelli tools the block this time.
You're not going to keep Bastianelli down for too long. Coming into the fifth set, she was hitting .095, but she's a .388 hitter on the year, so eventually she's going to start really getting her kills, and she's had two very important ones here in the last three plays.
Kahakai with the first touch. Here's Granado going high hands, diving save. She's been magnificent. Prince on the outside is blocked. Donnelly covers that one. Prince again, blocked the roof. Maglio next to Yosia.
Once again, give a lot of credit to Brandy Donnelly, the libero. She's making some terrific plays. Watch this cover. She made a cover in the block earlier. She made a dig. She's just so important for this Illini team's defense.
We have been tied every step of the way here in set 5.
And Donnelly with 21 digs on the night.
Meanwhile, 14 of those for Savannah Kahakai. She's now alone in second place on the career digs list at UH. But again, that is a subplot as Gianna Guinasso sends it long. A costly service error, number 12 on the night for Hawaii. And so Ali Bastianelli will now serve. Pass by Granado. Ma'afala goes backside to Yosia. She says, "Yo, see ya later."
Wow, Yosia showing that she can play all 6 rotations, not just as a setter, but she can do it all. Again, going down the line, smart tactic.
How gutsy a move was that by this coaching staff to start utilizing Noreen Yosia in that fashion towards the end of the year?
Yeah, pretty gutsy. Make that kind of a lineup change.
Outside it is Prince, one-hand save by Ross, but a mishandle by Kendra Kelsh on the set.
Looked like that came out pretty clean. It's a 50-50 call.
Yeah, oftentimes that is one of those ruled in terms of the eye of the beholder. Call it athletic justice maybe from the Hawaii vantage point as Jordan Poulter goes into the net, and we are tied yet again at 6. What an opening round match. Granado with the serve. Outside, it's Prince blocked. That may not have gotten over the net, but that from Omazik does. In fact, it plugs its way through the block. But that swing by Prince, some reaction in the crowd led you to believe that there were many who thought that it didn't get above the net. Let's see. Oh, it did.
Yeah, it did. Omazik, 5 kills, no errors on the night.
High and away. Ross blocked and roofed. Omazik has been giving Illinois a good boost when she's been in that front row. And they'll swap sides as the Illini hit 8 first. A 2-point advantage for Illinois in the 5th. Well, host Washington and LIU Brooklyn having to display some patience, awaiting for this one to end. But it has been quite a thriller. Didn't look like it through the first 2 sets as Illinois dominated, and then Hawaii steamrolling the Illini in set 3. It went to extra points in set 4. Hawaii forcing this 5th and decisive set. But it is Illinois up 2 after the timeout. Teams swapping sides. And it is Morgan O'Brien, the team leader in service aces, getting ready to send it across.
Casey Castillo coming in the game for Kendra Kelsh.
Here's the serve. Two-handed pass, Granado. Middle set, Burns tried to push it deep. It's returned tight to the net. Burns dunks it down. Point for the Rainbow Wahine. That was an important one.
Oh, it helps to be 6'5" and have long arms. I don't even think she jumped on that. She just tiptoed and put that down.
What a match Natasha Burns has had, deserving all of those high fives down the line. Savannah Kahakai now will serve. Gets it in. Pass by Donnelly. Backside, it goes to Cooney. Good save there by Granado. Right side. Castillo somehow got it past the block, and it's going to be a free ball here for Hawaii. Where do they go? You'll see a middle to Maglio. And we're tied at 8.
Good exchange there. Hawaii playing some pretty good defense.
41st swing for Mags.
Allowing for Maglio to get Yet another swing, 41 of that. That's a crazy number.
He's put down 18 of them. Good serve by Kahakai. Brilliant pass. Right side, it goes to Cooney. Blocked, but it goes out. And Illinois jumps back in front. Well, we thought initially that these two teams were pretty evenly matched, that their strengths were similar to one another. And while it was topsy-turvy early on, that's what we've come to here. A very back and forth, even match. But that puts Illinois up too as they get the stuff on the slide against Emily Maglio. And that time it was Quaid getting most of the action.
Well, they're paying a lot of attention to Emily Maglio. Wow.
So timeout, Hawaii. Emily Maglio, 18 kills on 42 swings. Natasha Burns has 13 on 21 swings. Hawaii's middles have had to work awfully hard in this match, Chris.
They really have, going antenna to antenna, chasing down those fast Poulter sets.
Maglio blocked again. Bastianelli in the middle. That is now 9 hitting errors for Emily Maglio. Very uncharacteristic by her standards, and a 3-point advantage for Illinois.
And again, 2 blockers up on Mags. They take away her cutback. They take away her away shot.
Castillo misses wide. Point for Illinois, and they have some breathing room here in the 5th. And Robin Amos Santos really with no other choice than to signal for a timeout. This is desperation time for Hawaii. Seem to have the momentum coming into this 5th set, having turned the match around. But you go back to this being a trend that at times put Hawaii in such a tough predicament. Putting themselves in a hole early in matches, having to exert the energy and put forth the effort to get back into it. And the question would always be, what did they have left down the stretch in that 5th set?
Yeah, that's a great question because certainly they're in condition. They're conditioned well enough to go 5. This is a fit team. But, the emotions, the travel, in playing against a big, tall team, you just got to work harder against a tall team. And Illinois is well coached by one of Rob Amo's best friends, Jen Jones.
Let's check in with Lisa Strand-Ma'a.
Not allowing her team, having her team come to the sideline, but not coming over and taking a big break during that last timeout. Just encouraging them and saying, hey, let's slow this down. You guys are still in this. One of the famous quotes I'd have to tell my team right now is by Billie Jean King, and she said, pressure is a privilege. Back to you guys.
That's what all of that training, all of that practicing, it's about these moments here. Illinois closing in on an advancement in the NCAA tournament. Hawaii, what do they have left? The magical comeback here tonight in Seattle. Do they have a little magic remaining to come back once again here in the 5th? Brandy Donnelly to serve. You'll see it. High and away. Mckenna Ross double block up, and she's able to get it through somehow. That's a big old block on that pin that Mckenna Ross was able to win the battle against.
She's been so successful at that in games 3, 4, and 5.
That's 6-3 and 6-4 out there, Bastianelli and Cooney.
Hawaii now needs an ace, a block, or a dig to keep this rally alive, keep their chances and their hopes alive.
Set goes right side. Cooney gets it down.
Well, Cooney's been so effective. Her numbers tonight, 10 kills, 1 error, getting 375. She's been sort of really quietly effective out there on the outside. Another pin hitter that's hurt Hawaii tonight.
That's right. 15 kills for Quaid, 10 for Cooney, 10 for Prince. The pins showed up in this one. Ma'afala goes right side. Ross. Wow. Mckenna Ross bringing the heat.
Faith Ma'afala, who would normally go to Emily Maglio in that spot, saw the blockers were leaning on Maglio. Look at that. Ross with only 1 blocker makes the most of it.
Ross with 9 kills and 11 digs, 1 kill away from a double-double performance. She's back to serve. Gotta get it in. Step out, Bastianelli, high off the block. Net violation, Hawaii. Point, Illinois. It is Aloha Ball Illini for the match. Season on the line for the Rainbow Wahine. Served by Giroux. Pass Ross. Yosia will make that follow. Goes middle to Maglio. Diving save by Giroux. Slide to Bastianelli. Dug up by Ross. Hawaii somehow gets it across. Chance here for the Illini. Poulter goes outside to Prince. Off the block. Right there is Ross. So Ma'afala looks to Granado. Pushes it off the block. Joust at the net. Kept alive by Hawaii. Kahakai sends it over. Bastianelli gets it down. Illinois wins in 5. And the Rainbow Wahine see the 2017 officially come to a close in Seattle.
Wow, what a match. What a night. What a battle. Both teams fighting hard to the very end. Bastianelli, really a difference maker there in the last half of set 4 and all of set number 5 came into her own. And this team, Illinois 15 blocks to Hawaii's 4. That was huge. Hawaii's out hit them for the night. No, it came out 228 to 226. Very even on the kill percentage side. But what a difference Hawaii's 12 service errors made.
And in the end, it's the Fighting Illini fighting on, advancing to play the winner of Washington and LIU Brooklyn. For Hawaii, they see their season come to an end at 20-8. But boy, did they put forth a strong effort to get back into this. Did they show some grit and character tonight when it looked as though it would be a bitter end to the season? They were able to, at the very least, make it dramatic and die hard here in Washington.
Exactly. I think you mentioned the word broom closet at least a couple of times. Does it look like Hawaii is going to be swept out of the gymnasium?
Bank of Hawaii players of the match, Emily Maglio, in her final match as a Rainbow Wahine, 18 kills, hitting 209 with 4 blocks. Jordan Poulter, the setter for Illinois, all she's cracked up to be, 44 assists and 13 digs, as Poulter putting together her 12th double-double performance of the season. All right, we will take a break. We will come back and we'll discuss this one as Hawaii made it interesting. Showed a lot of character, showed a lot of guts, but in the end, the Rainbow Wahine season is POW, and the Fighting Illini advancing in the NCAA tournament. We'll be back. Well, Jackie Quaid set the tone early for Illinois, and she would end up with 15 kills to lead the Illini, hitting 189 on 53 attempts. She was very good as Illinois took a 2-0 lead in this match. But back fought the Wahine behind Emily Maglio. A team high 18 kills for her, hit 205. Had to exert a lot of energy in this match. Her fellow middle hitter, Natasha Burns, was awesome. 13 kills, hitting 524 in this one. And then Mckenna Granados, who had just 1 kill, hitting negative 181 through the first 2 sets, was able to absolutely turn it around. And she was steaming hot for a while there. 15 kills, wound up hitting 289 with 21 digs and a double-double performance. But Illinois' block a little too much. 15 total blocks for the Illini compared to just 4 for Hawaii. Service errors also an issue for the Rainbow Wahine. 12 of those compared to 3 for Illinois. And in the end, it would be the Illini winning in dramatic fashion in a decisive 5th set, 15-10. Back inside Alaska Airlines Arena, Kanoa Leahy next to Chris McLaughlin and Lisa Strand-Ma'a. So as this one is just now settling in, Chris, your response, your reaction to what we saw.
Well, I'm really proud of the way the Rainbow Wahine fought back. I think they heard Lisa Strand-Ma'a's comments about let's get Granado going, because when she got going, the match turned around.
Yeah, exactly. You were prophetic there as far as what Hawaii had to do to get back in the match.
It was fun watching that whole thing evolve.
Yeah,
it really
the dynamics.
Was. Yeah.
You know, she's been their go-to emotional player all year long. It's just unfortunate they caught fire a little late. But I agree with you, Chris. I was very proud of them, their efforts. I think a big game changer was Mckenna Ross.
Sure.
She got in there and she just contributed so much. And Faith Ma'afala, what an awesome job by her coming in late in the season, running the middles, very not afraid, very skilled, and bringing a lot of heart to the game.
How about Natasha Burns tonight, too? You got to be proud of her performance. a career performance by the gangly, gawky 6'5", all arms, all legs, and just gets better and better as the year goes on. And tonight plays her best match of her career.
And to reiterate and settle some of the arithmetic, you have Savannah Kahakai with 14 digs. She's now alone in second place, surpassing Liz Ka'aihue all-time on the UH career digs list. That said, this was a match that resembled a lot of the losses we saw this year from Hawaii, where they would dig themselves in a hole, they would put together a formidable comeback and rally, only to fall short. And we saw perhaps a little bit of fatigue setting in that fifth set for Hawaii.
Yeah, I think that was part of it, but I also think that Illinois started blocking differently, different blocking schemes that really, I think, did a better job. Emily Maglio especially had 2 up on her an awful lot. That threw Hawaii's offense off tremendously, I thought.
And I agree. I think Emily Maglio did a nice job, but they were just camping on her all night long, which truly did open up Mckenna Ross and the outsides as well as Granados. So, but what I have to say, sitting down on the sidelines, which was so cool, was that coaching staff worked so hard. Every time out, they were talking, encouraging, telling them what was the next play, what everybody had a role, and the team was all in.
So a lot of wouldas, couldas, and shouldas. Close but no cigar type of feeling here for the Rainbow Wahine. As we close the book on the 2017 season, how would you begin to summarize this season under first-year head coach Robin Amos Santos?
A lot of heartbreaks, especially all those 5-set losses early in the season. I think that the season ended up on an up note by just getting into the NC2As, then coming here and really playing well. They have to be really proud of the whole body of work, I think. Don't you think, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. I think she has to be really proud. We have to remember it's her first year as a head coach.
Yeah.
She's coming in under Dave Soji. I mean, that's huge shoes to fill. A whole new staff, inheriting players, but the growth that you've seen. I'm excited about the growth that you have seen with these players and the coaching staff, because she's growing as a coach as well. But emotionally, I think she was very happy tonight with the efforts her team made.
Yeah.
In the end.
And that's, at the end of the day, all any coach can really ask for is just to see that effort on display. You saw a lot of player development this year, as you're alluding to, and I think that is a positive sign for the impact of this coaching staff. That said, 6 outgoing seniors, there's going to be a lot of pavement pounded in the recruiting game this offseason, correct?
Yeah, I think they're already doing that. They'll probably be going on the road right away.
It will start immediately. Only the third first-round loss for the Rainbow Wahine, and it comes here in Seattle in 36 NCAA tournament appearances. Well, let's take a look at the bracket here. Of course, Hawaii coming to Seattle for the 4th time in 8 years. 9th-seeded Creighton also hosting here in the opening rounds, and it is Creighton advancing past Coastal Carolina. You have Michigan State moving on past Missouri State. Illinois able to top Hawaii. That 5th score should be 15-10 in favor of Illinois, or else we absolutely got things wrong here tonight on the broadcast. Washington still awaiting LIU Brooklyn here in the nightcap at Alaska Airlines Arena. And so there is your updated bracket here in the corner of this NCAA tournament. All right, well, that will do it. Final thoughts here, gang, as we get set to bid those watching back in the 50th state. Aloha from Alaska Airlines Arena.
I'm really proud that Hawaii came back after really struggling those first 2 sets. You actually mentioned the word broom closet a couple of times, thinking that maybe Illinois is going to wipe Hawaii right out of the gym. So for them to have enough courage and resilience to bounce back was really a highlight for me.
Lisa?
And I can't agree more. I think when you can leave the court knowing that you really competed and you didn't just, the first 2 games were pretty ugly, to tell you the truth. They just were not themselves. They weren't in system. Illinois was playing great. But when you look at the big picture, the whole entirety of the season, I think it's just an incredible growth for Robin Amos Santos and her crew. You got to look at the big picture and look what's going forward. And you see some really good things happening.
That leaves a lot of hope and encouragement going forward here in the Robin Amos Santos era, and we certainly would like to see that. That will do it for us. So a lot of thank yous certainly to Ryan Kalei Suji, Dave Shoji, Scott Robbs. Want to thank Lisa Strand-Ma'a, Chris McLaughlin, our entire Spectrum Sports crew for all of their tireless work in getting these games on the air for the people of Hawaii and beyond.
And we want to thank you for making the sacrifices to come up. We know you had other plans. Thanks for being here, man.
I was about to thank myself. So until next time, everybody, from Seattle, Washington, and Alaska Airlines Arena, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting University of Hawaii Athletics. Aloha.